You just sent a voice note. You play it back, and within 2 seconds, you hit delete. It's high, it's thin, and it's grating. Then you take a selfie. In the mirror, you looked like a 10. In the photo, you look like a distorted version of yourself. Your nose looks crooked, your smile looks lopsided. Statistically, 80% of us don't like how we look in photos. More than half of us hate our own recorded voices. But here is the paradox. Your friends think you look and sound perfectly fine. So who's lying? Your friends or your brain? Today, we're looking at the biological glitch that makes you a stranger to yourself. Let's start with the voice. When I speak, I hear a version of myself that is rich, deep, and warm. But when you hear me, you're hearing something else entirely. This is due to bone conduction. When you speak, your vocal cords vibrate your skull. This head echo filters out the high frequencies and boosts the bass. You are literally listening to yourself through a premium built-in subwoofer. But a recording, that's just air conduction. It's the naked, unenhanced version of you. It feels like a betrayal because your brain has spent decades listening to the remix and suddenly it's hearing the acoustic demo. Ironically, a 2013 study found that when people listen to recordings of themselves without knowing it's them, they actually find the voice attractive. The hate only kicks in when your ego realizes, wait, that's me. The visual trap. The truth is, you've never actually seen your own face. You've only seen reflections and pixels. Because no one's face is perfectly symmetrical, the version you see in the mirror is a flipped reality. Psychologists call this the mirror exposure effect. You've seen the mirror version of you 10,000 times, so your brain has decided that is the correct version. When you see a photo, that symmetry is reversed. Your brain screams error. It's the uncanny valley effect. You look almost like yourself, but just wrong enough to trigger a sense of discomfort. But remember, your friends have the opposite mirror exposure. They've only ever seen the photo version of you. To them, that is the real you. Your ugly photo is just your face to the rest of the world, and they like it. The psychological shift. You weren't born with this cringe reflex. At 3 years old, you were a superstar. You sang off key and loved every second of it. But as we grow, the brain's prefrontal cortex develops. We become hyper-aware of social comparison. We stop just living and start being watched. We all carry a mental avatar, a version of who we think we are. But in the age of social media, that avatar is under constant attack. The average person now sees their own face more in a week than people a century ago did in an entire year. We are constantly comparing our raw footage to everyone else's highlight reel. The resolution. There is good news. It's called the maturity effect. Research shows that as we age, that self-criticism starts to fade. We stop seeing our bodies as projects to be fixed and start seeing them as vessels for experience. Your voice isn't just a sound, it's the tool you use to say I love you or I quit. Your face isn't a JPEG, it's a map of every laugh and every late night you've ever had. The stranger you see in the mirror isn't a flaw, it's just the gap between how you feel and how you exist. And in that gap, that's where the real you actually lives.